Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the playthrough of World of Warcraft as the Orc Tilda. Now, in the last episode, we ran through the Valley of Trials, and discovering the Burning Blade had done some evil deeds there. We got sent here to the Sen'Jin village of the trolls to tell their leader, or the master of this village, about the threat. So here we are with Master Gadrin.
I've been training Darkspear trolls for generations.
Your report comes at a bad time. The Burning Blade is no longer seen in Sen'Jin. But we will be vigilant in our efforts to prevent the return to the area. The orcs are a friend of the Darkspear trolls. Honorable friends. We want to help the orcs, but we need help too.
Good luck, and keep a good mojo close at hand.
Oh man, this ain't good, not one bit, man. Thralls off to sea, Vol'jin's taking care of business in Echo Islands, and old Master Gadrin is left behind to take care of Sen'Jin. And then what happens? Those humans come out of Northwatch Hold and set up camp in our backyard. Lucky for us, they just got here, and they're still setting up their base. You can help out old Gadrin by destroying those big supply crates they're carrying, and by killing the laborers carrying them. You'll find them to the southwest. Alright then.
Spirits be with ya. What you be craving?
Hey man, Bombay be working on some new mojo. You wanna try a piece of it? Well, before you do, Bombay's gonna need ya to pick up some jujus. First, Bombay's need ya to get some of the goop from the crabs down by the water. Let me see your hands. Bombay examines your hands closely. Bombay gonna need 5 handfuls. Go on now. Okay, so we're gonna go get some mucus for him. Now, besides that, I also want to be looking for a profession trainer. Now, this character is a warrior, so we could be going for a few different kinds of specializations here in profession-wise. So I think I might be going for blacksmithing and mining. It's a bit of a basic choice, but they're generally pretty good. Or, since we know that we're gonna be using a lot of our armor that we're from our heirlooms, we could try out something like alchemy and herbalism, so we'll be picking herbs and creating potions out of it. And I think that's what we'll do.
Your mind.
You may only know 2 professions at a time, and we'll take alchemy as our first. And we'll also learn cataclysm alchemy. Now this will allow you to create alchemy things specifically for the cataclysm expansion. And we'll also be learning of the ghost elixir.
Stay away.
And for this we will need to be able to pick herbs, so we'll get herbalism training.
Won't be shy.
And also learn cataclysm herbalism, because why not?
You be careful, man.
And then we need to find the first available vendor, just so that we can sell some of our items. Over here is a butcher. We can sell all of our crap to him. Now, let's put on these pants, because they're better than ours. And the rest of this we can sell.
Who you be?
Now these are heirlooms. We actually made more than we needed. So heirlooms are items that you can buy as a higher level character. And when you buy it, you can actually create them on every character, and they will scale with your level. And they are not necessarily the strongest items you can find, but they'll always be at minimum okay. So with their herbalism skill, we'll be picking off some herbs. We find a little bit of everywhere. Now, many of the different expansions have their own skill levels for their respective professions. So we don't need to get maximum alchemy for Cataclysm, since we'll be going to Pandaria later. But I still think it's nice to get a few points here just so we can start making some potions. So we'll be grabbing some crawler mucus. Absolutely lovely. And he's using bubble beam. Good thing I'm not a fire Pokemon. And we'll be collecting some crawler meat as well. Now we might or might not do cooking as well. It could take a bit of extra time, but might at least collect the meat and save it for later in case we decide to start cooking as well. Cooking is nice because you can get yourself some buffs through it, but all in all, it's a lot easier to level it when you're higher level anyways. So, and I don't think we'll be hurting too bad for buffs at this level, but you never know. It could be fun. And it seems there are some other people over here hunting crabs, but that's no worry of mine because I will make sure to get some anyways. So a nice thing is that if you're running around and killing the same enemies as other people on the server, you will actually be sharing the loot if you deal damage to the same enemy, and it will count for the same quests. You will be able to pick up quest items between each other, which is a very nice addition, because in the olden days you would each have to kill each of these enemies by themselves. And if you were not in a group, or if you then you wouldn't get the quest progression for killing things if you weren't the first to hit it. Which meant that, for example, hunters and other characters with ranged abilities would be able to, as they call it, tag every enemy that was close by, and therefore get the quest progression and loot from them. You bring the jujus, I show you my mojo. Jamon, that's the stuff. Now we get the other jujus. Next, we're gonna get some poison from the scorpions that be running around here. But don't let you worry. Bombay's not gonna let you get hurt. Bombay's got a big totem that's gonna stick in the ground when the scorpion strikes. Totem gonna suck up all the poison, you gonna walk away still breathing. Sound good? I mean, sure, seems a bit dangerous, but I'm not one to shirk a challenge. Now, the trolls in Warcraft, especially Warcraft 3 and forward, are kind of known to be a bit of a caricature of the Rastafari people. Yeah. Maybe not. They may have not aged as well as they thought. Ooh, we'll be picking up some flowers on the way. Let's see here. We might as well go down here to the Northwatch camp and see if we can destroy the boxes and kill some of the lugs over here. Now, I am not certain what a lug means. I am not a native English speaker, but I guess it's people who lug things around, perhaps. Okay, so it seems like they have finished killing all of the enemies over here. Well, that's a shame. Oh well. Well, there are no scorpions and there are no alliance. Now that is a damn shame. Oh, now there is finally some over here. Oh, unfortunately this druid is too quick in killing everything. Well, at least he is done now. So Dr. Pepper DK, you're free to leave and I'll take care of the rest of these alliance slugs or something negative. And now they are starting to respawn again. A lot more crates than lugs though, so I guess we'll see how long this takes. And there are some lugs. Let's see here.
I don't have a target.
We still need 5 more of them, so we'll just wait around here for a while. And here he comes by.
I'm out of range.
Oh. And they're killing the enemies here for the quests.
I need to get closer.
What a darn shame. I'll try inviting her into my party so that we both get the quest done. And always be kind. Because just saying hi doesn't take very long, and always try to be kind. It just makes everyone feel a lot better. And this the very classic way of procrastinating or waiting between things is you gotta jump around. That's the way you do it. And now we're done. So we'll help her with this, and then we'll uninvite them and wave goodbye to them. Because being kind starts with you. Not everybody will be kind, and you don't have to be kind to people who aren't kind to you, but if they haven't shown to be things that aren't kind, then why not? And here we get the Juju, and we'll make sure to drag a couple of these scorpions. Oh no, it's a 15-second timer on this. Okay, here we go. Come on, collect the venom. Now this is an excellent opportunity to use shield block. Come on, use your venom. No? Is it 1 venom per enemy? Ah, it could be. Okay, well, we'll just kill these. Thankfully we have the victory rush, which makes us heal by 10% of our max life every time we use it. So this class is actually quite good at staying alive, especially when you have a shield as well. You'll be able to tank a lot of hits. Worth noting is that all the different classes have different so-called armor classes that they can use, which with plate being the highest, mail being under that, being used by the hunters and the shamans, leather under that being the rogue, druid, and monk, I believe, perhaps demon hunter as well, and then cloth being all of the mage, the warlock, the priest. So if you're able to wear plate, you can wear everything that is below that, and the same with mail and the other ones. Now we just need 1 more scorpion. We need to get this poison stealing totem down. Now I am looking forward to level 10 when we get our mount, because that will let us run around a lot faster, making these kinds of quests a lot less tedious. And here we'll wait and we'll put down this totem. Uh-oh, don't kill it, Guardian. Okay. And there we go. Finished killing this one. Go back and turn in our quests. Then I can see there's also some silver leaf outside of there. So yeah. This is it. The Scopy Juju Bombay's been waiting for. Now we gotta fix you. You right up, warrior. You come back to Bombay when you be needing a fix-up. Bombay got the spells to fix ya.
How may I serve?
Ooh. This here volunteer work be my way of getting through witch doctor school. Since you help me, I help you for free. What you need fixing? Well, I am feeling underpowered.
Bingo!
What will he do then? He makes me ghostly. Okay, well, thank you, I guess. Oh, and since we're getting a level up, we also got a new skill, which is Pummel. Pummels the target, interrupting spell casting and preventing any spell in that skill from being cast for 4 seconds. Now this is an excellent ability, and we'll be using it quite extensively. Now I have the base set up for every single one of my characters, which is that I have my interrupt ability on F2, and I have my slow ability on one of the mouse buttons. Let's see here, Master Catron. Ikombokum. Well, we've stymied their efforts for now, but they're still here. We'll have to press on, Tilda. Northwatch is a highly defended stronghold southwest of here, across the Arbor. It's a strategically located stronghold that the Ord still struggles to overtake. We don't need the humans setting up another Northwatch here in Durotar. Sweep through the valley to the west and slay this human, Tilda. Let them know the power and the fury of Sen'Jin.
I be getting too old for this.
Yep, he is getting too damn old for this.
What you want?
These humans in the west, they don't just want to camp out in Durotar, man. They got bigger plans, and those plans involve taking our home and leaving our skulls on pikes. Well, I'm not having it. Nope, not la. I've got family here in Sen'Jin, and I'll be damned if I let one of these brutes take my Taitasi's head on a stick. They've got their plans written down in their mind. Big scroll, really important looking. We gotta burn those scrolls before they burn us. Now, they are not wrong. The Alliance tend to view these people as savages and kind of just try to murder them. So it's understandable that he would be upset over this. Now we'll get some silver leaf and see here. Do we have any alchemy we could use? We could be creating some elixir of lion strength when we have some earth root. We do not really require any elixirs right now. These ones require a bit higher level to use, so they will be worthless for a while. But what we'll be looking for is to create a bunch of elixir of lion strength once we get some earth root, which typically are found over at hilltops. So we'll just have to watch our eyes. Now, seems that they have some attack plans, some for the Valley of Trials, Sen'Jin Village, and Orgrimmar, with Orgrimmar being the capital of the Orcish horde. So the orcs have their main base here. The other races are also nested in here, but they all have their own capitals as well. And here we go, assaulting the Northwatch base. We'll be trying to get through this place quite quickly. And look for these scrolls everywhere we go.
Need to get closer.
And here we burn their attack plan for the Valley of Trials and accidentally set ourselves on fire, apparently. Well, that's no good. Okay. Well, only 2 left to go and a couple of enemies on the way. So you might be noticing that I'm running around and trying to kill enemies while moving, and that's purely because I usually try to play a bit effective, and always moving means that you're always getting places faster. And since I don't have to stop to attack, I figure I might as well run. So I'll probably be doing that most of the time. I will be standing still very little of the time. Only when I'm actually fighting a single enemy that I don't want to fight others while doing. And later when we get abilities that can hit several enemies, that will also be a very common thing, because if you drag people together, then you can attack them with one ability to hit several people at once, making them take more damage. And here we have some earth roots. And hopefully there are at least 2 in these. No, a single one. So unfortunately I think we need 2 to create the Lion Strength. No, we actually just needed 1. Never mind. So we'll buy a crystal vial once we get back to the village. And that should increase our strength by 2 for an hour. So these potions hold for quite a long time, so they're not super temporary buffs. And while 1 or 2 strength isn't that much, any bit counts, and it just makes everything go a little bit quicker. And in the end, who doesn't want things to go fast? So now we're just looking for 2 more Northwatch troops. These guys lugging around do not count. I suppose since they're not soldiers, they're just luggers. And unfortunately there seems to be none left, so we'll have to wait for some to respawn.
Out of range.
Oh, over there's our next infantryman.
Far away.
And there's one more over here.
I need to get closer.
And here we go. Quickly looting everything and then running back to town so we can create our first potion. Now these will of course make a lot more difference once we get to later stages in the game, because then parts of it actually gets a bit more difficult, especially if you want to go fast. Then it can usually get a bit hairy. So having a few extra healing potions and some temporary buffs is always nice. And that which we don't use we can always sell, because getting a bit more gold is always good. Since I'm running on a server where I have no previous characters, I don't start with any gold, so it's a good thing to make sure to save up a bit of gold, because you need them to learn how to ride your mounts. And let's see here, we are level 7, so we need 3 more levels and then we can learn to use our first mount.
I need to get closer.
And here we see there's some Peace Bloom, fetching that. Picking up herbs just to increase our herbalism skill. And to be able to increase our alchemy skill once we get enough ingredients to actually craft some potions. And as you see, you also get a little experience from gathering resources, which is always nice. It's actually quite a lot. It's 130 as compared to an enemy which gives 50 right now. So picking up 1 herb is actually more efficient than killing two enemies. So, but for most efficient experience gain, you usually want to do quests and interweave it with picking up stuff for your professions and just killing enemies. We will also be doing a couple of dungeons later. Be trying to keep them in short bursts. Go through a dungeon or 2 at once. They are usually not very long. That is reserved for the raids, which are the late game dungeons. That is usually for 10 or more people. Okay.
Hello, man.
Good work, hero. You done good for Sen'Jin today. No, you done good for all of Durotar.
Shouldn't be seeing ya.
And we got Duratar gauntlets now. These are some cool gauntlets. Dope.
Someone call
A
for the
battle
doctor.
well fought, warrior. But I still have my doubts about our effectiveness. These humans don't seem to be going anywhere. You, however, have done more than could reasonably be asked of any loyal member of the Horde. Thank you. We gotta pass the word on to Razor Hill. These humans may be defeated today, but tomorrow they'll come again. And when they do, we'll need help from the orcs. Speak with Josh, outside the gates of Sen'Jin. He'll give you a ride to Razor Hill. His wolves know the path well.
Just remember, not everything regenerates.
Alrighty then. We'll pick up these herbs and then we'll be looking for a trade vendor or a general goods vendor so we can buy our alchemical bottles. If I can find one, otherwise we'll wait until we get to Razor Hill because I do think they have one there. Okay, no. So over here is the Raider Josh.
Bad dog.
Can I catch a ride to Razor Hill? Oh, there we go. And Razor Hill is our next stop-off point, which you might remember from the Rexar campaign in Warcraft 3, if you played that. If you haven't, I would
Bad dog.
recommend it. It's actually a very interesting campaign, because you play as one hero through just a very long map. It's what I would call a World of Warcraft light. And it's set in Duratar. And so we're riding and coming up to Razor Hill. And here we go. Our ride is done. Now we'll be picking up these. Let's see here. Over here we have Garthok.
What do you need?
That troll wants us to send help? Bah, he can forget it. I've got my own human problems to worry about. And even those are the least of my worries right now. Sen'Jin village is right next to Echo Isles and the Valley of Trials. Old Gadrin should find plenty of youngbloods to help with his human infestation.
Go with honor.
Turagard Keep lies on the southeast of here, on Duratar's eastern shore. You probably passed it on your trip from Sen'Jin village. This castle has been a thorn in my side for too long. Humans from Kultiras lived in the temple for years, thwarting my every attempt to crush them. When the cataclysm hit us, the shore was wiped out, along with the castle and all the humans. However, these upstarts from Northwatch have moved in to take their place. Alright.
Go forth to victory.
And here we have Orgil Soulscar.
Speak.
I've been sent to investigate the presence of more Burning Blade agents here in Duratar. To the northeast, you'll find a cave where the organization trains their new recruits. I'm interested in what exactly they are teaching these neophytes. I only tell you this because you seem to be looking for work. If you're interested in a little coin, sack the cave and return with your spell scrolls. The cave is somewhat hidden. Exit Razor Hill from the east and follow the canyon's eastern ridge.
Farewell.
Alright, continuation of that questline then. Now here are a lot of quests and we'll be picking all of them up because we want to get to at least level 10 so that we can go over to Pandaria.
McGraw.
You look pretty strong. Listen, my good friend Cargill needs some new recruits for Baron's duty. I know you want to do what's right for the Horde. Well, this is your chance. Take this recruitment letter to Cargill and see if he'll sign it.
Strength. What do you need?
I have some choice cuts of meat that I want to send to a friend. Her name is Grushka, the innkeeper in Orgrimmar. Will you deliver the meat for me? The fastest way to Orgrimmar is on a Wind Rider. Take the meats to the Razor Hill Wind Rider master, Burrock. Speak with him about transport to Orgrimmar.
For the Horde.
Okay, this was also a staple, which is that you usually get a quest which sends you to your capital city. This one being sending them some meat, otherwise it will usually be sending a letter to someone or giving them a ancient crystal or something.
Thrall Hall.
Okay, so this quest is based on the battle pet mechanic, which is knockoff Pokemon, where you throw traps at them and battle them. I will be skipping that because it's not really my cup of tea. And if I do battle pets, it will probably be during downtime on when I've gotten a higher level. What are you looking at, ugly? I've seen you walking around Razor Hill trying to steal my men from me. Listen, I've got something for you to do. I hear Garthok's got you headed over to Terragard. While you're there, think you could find some abandoned cultist knickknacks. Don't ask why, just get it. Okay. Oh, Dr. Pepper DK wants to fight. Well, sure. And we'll be running in and hitting them. See. Now, this was a bad idea because you will be healing now. And then, once you start using your elemental spells, I will be slowing you down here. And I will be waiting until you try to heal, and then I will interrupt it, because then you can't cast it for a couple of seconds. And we got an achievement for it. And you also always gotta be gracious. But yeah, I've done my fair share of player versus player, and yeah, gotta stay cool-headed. He asked me if I want to go again. I am recording. So I will unfortunately decline this. Sir Brock. You need to get somewhere fast, and you're talking to the right orc. You have to get this meat to Orgrimmar. That's no problem. For a small fee, my Wind Rider could take you there. For just a few coins, I will have a Wind Rider bring you to Orgrimmar. When you got there, you can take Grimtuck's meats to Grishka. Her inn is in the Valley of Strength. Speak with me again when you're ready for the journey.
May your blades never dull.
May your blades never dull. Oh, and here we have some trade supplies. So here we should be able to buy some bottles. Here we go. Crystal vials. And for that, we'll be able to create our first potion. Perfect. Now that one we'll save for when we play the next time. So, I'll be running into the inn, because if you log out while you're in an inn, you become rested and gain more experience the next time. Well, that's all for today. Good night and Loktarogar!